The first night I stayed home alone felt exciting. The second night felt wrong. My parents had gone out for off town for 3 days. My sister stayed with a friend, leaving me alone in her quiet suburban house. I liked the independence. No one checking when I slept. No one telling me to turn the lights off. Just me, the house, and silence. Too much silence. Around midnight, I decided to watch a movie in my room. I shut the door, dimmed the lights, and opened my laptop. About 20 minutes into the movie, I got a notification, a message from an unknown number. Nice choice. I frowned. What? I typed. Three dots appeared. That movie is one of my favorites. My stomach tightened. How do you know what movie I'm watching? The response came instantly. Because I'm watching too. A chill ran down my spine. I looked around my room, posters on the wall, my desk, the closet door slightly open. Nothing unusual. You're not funny, I typed. No reply. I shrugged it off. Probably one of my friends trying to mess with me. But 5 minutes later, another message appeared. You should close your closet door. I froze. The closet door behind me opened just a few inches. Slowly, I turned around. The darkness inside the closet looked deeper than usual. I stood up, walked over, and slammed the door shut. Then I typed, how did you know it was open? The typing dots appeared again. Then the message came, because I can see it. My heart started pounding. I stood in the middle of the room, looking around again. No cameras, no devices, nothing. Then another message arrived. Check your bookshelf. My eyes moved toward the shelf above my desk. Books, a small lamp, a decorative clock. That's when I noticed something. A tiny red light blinking. My chest tightened. I slowly walked closer. Behind the clock, hidden in the shadow, something small and black. A camera. My hands started shaking as I picked it up. Another message arrived. You found it. My breath caught. Who are you? I typed. The reply came slowly this time. Someone who's been watching you for a while. I felt sick. How long? Several seconds passed. Then the message appeared. 3 weeks. My heart started racing. 3 weeks. That meant someone had been inside my house, watching me every day, every night. Another message buzzed. Don't worry, that's just one camera. My entire body went cold. I ran out of my room and started searching the house. Living room, kitchen, bathroom, everywhere. In the living room, smoke detector, I found another one. Then another in the hallway vent. Another under the kitchen cabinet. My phone buzzed again. You are doing great. I felt panic rising. Why are you doing this? I typed. The reply came instantly. Because I like watching you. My hands were shaking so badly. I nearly dropped my phone. Another message appeared. But tonight is special. My chest tightened. What do you mean? The typing dots stayed for several seconds. Then the message appeared. Tonight, I stopped watching. I stared at the screen. What? Another message arrived. Tonight, I finally meet you. A loud noise came from upstairs. Footsteps. My blood ran cold. Someone was inside the house. I grabbed the kitchen knife and backed toward the front door. The footsteps moved slowly above me, then stopped. My phone buzzed again. Don't leave. I ignored it and ran to the door. But when I tried to open it, it wouldn't move. Locked from the outside. My stomach dropped. Another message arrived. I locked it earlier. The footsteps began descending the stairs. Slowly, slow, heavy, deliberate. My heart pounded violently. I ran into the backyard and jumped the fence, screaming for help. The neighbors came outside immediately. Someone called the police. When the officers searched the house, They found something horrifying. The attic hatch had been slightly open. Inside the attic were wires running through the ceiling, connected to multiple cameras throughout the house. Sleeping bags, food, water bottles, and dozens of printed photos, all of me, taken inside my house from the cameras. The officers said someone had been living in the attic for weeks, watching me, recording me. But the worst part, they never found him. No fingerprints, no DNA. Just one final message on my phone. Sent 10 minutes after the police arrived. I'll miss the view. When my parents left for their vacation, they told me the same thing they always did: lock the doors. Don't open them for strangers. Call us if anything feels wrong. At the time, it sounded ridiculous. Our house was quiet, safe, normal. Nothing ever happened here until the scratching started. The first night I heard it, I thought it was mice. Soft scraping noises inside the walls of my bedroom. I knocked on the wall. The sound stopped. Problem solved. Or so I thought. The second night, it came back. Louder, longer, scratching, moving, like something crawling through the walls. I texted my dad. Probably rats, he replied. I put on headphones and tried to ignore it. But around 2 a.m., something else happened. A knock, not on the wall, inside the wall. Three taps, right beside my bed. I sat up immediately. The scratching stopped. Silence filled the room. Then another sound came, a whisper, faint, almost impossible to hear. But I heard it clearly. Hello. My blood turned to ice. I jumped out of bed and turned on the light. The wall looked completely normal. No holes, no cracks, nothing. I told myself I imagined it, but the next night proved I hadn't. I was brushing my teeth when the bathroom mirror fogged slightly from the shower, and slowly letters appeared, written from the other side. Hi. I screamed and stumbled backward. The mirror was mounted on the wall, which meant someone or something had written that from inside the wall. I grabbed a screwdriver and pulled the mirror off. Behind it was a small opening in the drywall, just large enough to see into the space inside the wall. And inside, I saw something move, a human eye, staring directly at me. I fell backward in shock. Then the eye disappeared. Scratching noises erupted through the walls again, running, moving fast. My phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. You found me. My hands trembled. Who are you? I typed. The reply came seconds later. Your roommate. I felt sick. Another message arrived. I have been here longer than you. I ran through the house, checking every wall, and that's when I noticed something terrifying. Behind the bookshelf, in the hallway, there was a hidden opening, a narrow crawl space, big enough for a person. Inside were blankets, food wrappers, bottles of water. Someone had been living inside the walls of our house, watching, listening, waiting. My phone buzzed again. You're not supposed to see this yet. A loud thud came from inside the wall behind me. Then the drywall cracked slightly. A hand pushed, dirty, thin, reaching. I ran outside and called the police. When they arrived, they tore open several sections of the walls. What they found shocked everyone. A network of crawl spaces, old construction gaps, large enough for a man to move through the entire house unseen. But the man inside them had escaped, slipped out through a basement vent before police arrived. They searched the neighborhood for hours. Nothing. No trace. Just one final message sent to my phone. Walls are everywhere. I moved out 2 weeks later. but sometimes late at night, in whatever room I am in, I hear scratching inside the walls. And once, just once, I heard three quiet taps and a whisper, I found you again.